Welcome to Face to Face Shorts. On this episode, we are talking about the power of social media. In a case that is going to go down in history, a social media influencer and activist, but mainly social media influencer, Joshua Chisambele, rocked Facebook and other social media platforms here in Malawi by going up against the highest court in this country, the Constitutional Court. The case, you might have heard about it. If you haven't, allow me to take you into it just briefly as possible. Essentially, what happened was he said some things, allegedly, about some people online, the way you and I tend to do, expressing our opinions as freely as we think we can. But he was then sued for the things he said about said people. And he so happened to be sued by the Director of Public Prosecutions because he was saying things about the Malawi Army. This case was then moved to the Constitutional Court after Mr. Chisambele said, hold on, my rights are being taken advantage of. He fought for his freedom of expression. Now, the case in question was pointing at the Section 200 of the Penal Code. Have a look at it here. This is just an excerpt of it. And he was saying that Section 200 actually is challenging Section 35 of the Penal Code, which is simple. We have freedom and the right to expression. So is what you say online from the privacy of your home, on your device, on social media, isn't that freedom of expression in and of itself? Now, if somebody comes to say what you're doing, what you're saying online is wrong, isn't that going against your right to freedom of expression? This all culminates in the fact that you and I need to know our rights. Because Joshua Chisambele knew his rights, he was able to move the biggest court in the country to get defamation removed as a criminal case. Every other day on social media, we've seen personalities going at each other's throats, saying this and that about one another. And next day we hear, oh no, so-and-so has ended up in jail, or they've been arrested, or there's a summons that's been issued for this person because of what they said online. People got scared to actually talk about what they wanted to talk about. There could be cases that were pending, public interest stories that you and I would want to discuss, but we'd be unable to because we were afraid of being arrested. Well, thanks to Joshua Chisambele knowing his rights, which I encourage you to do as well, that is no longer something for you to fear. However, with every right comes a responsibility. Just because you can say whatever you want to say about whoever you want to say doesn't mean you can get away with it. If you come after me, Nicole, and say XYZ about myself, and I have proof that what you said about me is a lie, you can actually be pursued as a misdemeanor for libel.